Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Resurrection Cup 2025. We're here for the first and I believe only winners semifinals match this weekend. It's going to be Monkey Business versus Free Online Translator, Seed 1 versus Seed 4. It should be a pretty damn good match between these two teams. Monkey Business with some extremely well-known team names from the European tournament scene: Bubbleman, Malteser, Kriller, Raikaho, and Nineric. Free Online Translator, another European team, but all Russian and Ukrainian: Welter, Synoxa, Scroll, Raf GPO, and Lexus. I'm Dio. I'm back once again with Exia to bring you the winners semifinals this weekend.
It's going to be one of the closest matches we've seen so far. I mean, we're in the winner's bracket. This is going to be the top of the top. The cream of the crop is where the players are mostly going to be having the absolute masterful performances. That's a great role to start off this match already. So you can already see on the opposite sides, Monkey Business, absolutely great overall. Number 1 seed, Theo said. Free Online Translator sitting at that seed 4. So we are only 2 seeds apart from each other, but this could only be determined by who will be able to win these couple of maps. We've seen in the last matches we've played. Huh? Oh, okay. We have seen in the couple of last matches we've played and streamed and commentated before that it does come down to a couple of more performances or higher performances from a lot of these players. And so with these kind of maps, and we've reached 8-star rating on the DTs, you're definitely going to see a lot of 300Ks, 400Ks from a lot of players, which are considerably really good scores at this star rating.
Yeah, totally agree. I think a lot of the other matches this weekend we've seen, single pop-off performances matter a ton, but in a matchup like this where you have a couple of really solid teams, it does feel like maybe there's the potential for more than one person per team to find those pop-off scores, to have really solid performances, especially if we get full strength rosters for both of these teams. Personally, I'm just excited to see Monkey Business play. They have not played since the round of 32, where they 5-0'd Hetzer Corp Seed 32. Won by default against both Seed 16 and Seed 8. So this is the first time that we have seen them in a couple of weeks now. So I'm really excited to see how this team has... I think with how seasoned a lot of these tournament players are on the side of Monkey Business, probably not going to matter all that much that they had a couple weeks break, but they are still going to be, I think, tested a little bit more this weekend than some of the other teams that we've seen, just because they have not had that same amount of time spent together as a team. Whereas for Free Online Translator, they've had to play every weekend so far, so they've definitely had that time to settle into the tournament. Hidden 2, the first ban from Monkey Business. DT2, the first ban for Free Online Translator. And now going into a first pick. I think if you are reading the bans correctly, potentially another hidden pick for the side of Free Online Translator, or maybe a free mod 3 pick for them if they do want to go just into low approach rate. But I think that free mod 3 is maybe a bit of a bait pick with the existence of Kriller on the other side. So I do like something like a hidden 3 instead. You have Lexa 4S, who is Scroll on the side of Free Online Translator, a very solid hidden tech player. Welter, Lexa 3S, also a very good all-rounder in general. It's not going to be a hidden pick. It's not going to be a low AR pick, but it is going to be something a little unconventional in terms of map style. It's the Alt Nomad 3 here. What's Up People by Maximum, the Hormone, map by Flake and Moth.
This is going to be the first time I'm seeing this Nomad 3. It's Nomad 3. I mean, default alt, it's going to be all that type of shenanigans. 161 BPM. It's a little bit on the longer side of length. It is one of our longest maps in the pool, standing at 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Just on the ideal circle size of 4, 9.5 ORD, and 9.5 AR as well. On this map, you just have a lot of alt. It was just to our modern style alt maps on the Nomad 3. We're going to see a lot of snap. You're going to see a lot of flow, combination of them both. But until these really mid-section key eyes, where most of that consistency of that Nomad 3-esque style is just going to continue on, not going to stop until we can find a break. Combos will be broken during this midsection, as well as this bridge, which has an absolute choke pattern right there.
I think a big thing with this also is it's, as you said, it's 4 minutes long. Kind of a consistency test at this skill set also. So it can be really, really tough to have people who are comfortable enough on something that's both this difficult and this long to be able to pull up with really solid scores. I do think Free Online Translator has a solid team for that, particularly looking at Scroll, Lexa 4S, Raf GPO, and Welter, Lexa 3S for this first roster. Going to be both Welter and Scroll there on the bottom row, left to right, but Synoxa rather than Raf GPO. Bubbleman, Raikaho, and Kriller on the side of Monkey Business. And you actually have the hit lighting on for both of these teams. We love hit lighting. That's a classic. Fun fact, I used to play with hit lighting for the first almost a year that I played the game. I had hit lighting on even until I started really playing the game in November 2014. I was still playing with hit lighting in July of 2015.
Okay.
It brings back fond memories, but unfortunately, maybe not so fond for these teams. Monkey Business, Raikaho, and Bubbleman both finding a couple of early breaks. Synoxa really struggling for Free Online Translator, but both Welter and Scroll, left to right on the bottom row there, are still holding on to those FCs alongside Kriller.
See how this map alternates between snappiness, jumps, and between these flow sections. You can already see right there that popping up really smoothly into that map. Still the two FCs from Scroll and as well as Welter, I believe, as well. And so Synoxa will have a little bit of combo just to contest with some of these lower combos for Monkey Business. The Thriller needs to be able to pop off. And Bubbleman, that's a huge combo to come into this this second-third section. Scroll and Welcher are going to find breaks. It's actually a full wipe on Free Online Translator, and so Kriller, the only combo on board, the only FC to be, in fact, is going to go across this PI section to be able to bring the lead to Monkey Business, as that lead is now on their side, 13k in advantage, and it's going to continue to rise with this FC, but a little bit of free combo section right here. And until we get into more snappy section that we've seen throughout these verses, it is going to be a lot more difficult from here on out.
But Kriller is still going strong right now for Monkey Business. Another break comes through for Raiko. Oh, there goes Kriller, though. Oh, no. Bubbleman missing immediately afterwards. It's a three-way wipe for Monkey Business. Scroll and Synoxa will find breaks of their own, but Welter holding through this section, the only player with any combo in the entire lobby for Free Online Translator here. And it's not enough to bring the score lead back their way immediately, but it is enough to stop the bleeding and start the process of healing these wounds for Free Online Translator. 40,000 in the hole is not that much with a third of the map left to go, and big combo still on Welter, but Scroll now at a combo deficit, matched by Bubbleman with another couple of misses coming through. It's Synoxa to match one of the extra combos for the side of Monkey Business, and still about a 300 combo lead on the side of Welter with another miss for Bubbleman, and that now finally it's coming, but it's so slow. Exia, the accuracy, it feels like, is doing so much work here for Monkey Business. Welter sure is on great accuracy. There goes Kriller, though! Just misses on the slider, and now huge combo lead for Free Online Translator. Welter still nearing 900 combo into the last quarter of the map, and finally the score difference back on the side of Free Online Translator. This first pick back on their side for the score lead. Another couple of breaks come through for Bubbleman and Synoxa. It's Welter and Scroll on the bottom row versus really just Raikaho for Monkey Business with any big combo. But if that double miss comes through, Raikaho is poised to claw back this score lead in the ending section.
Still a couple of more maps to go. There's still a couple of cut streams to go through, but still this choke pattern right here. Bubbleman's gonna find a drop. Raiko, that's gonna be the huge combo. But this is the section I've been talking about, and all combos gone. And it's still Squirrel to hold through that section. What an insane hit that was, and that will be the first map, Nomad 3, going to Free Online Translator for their first pick. A breakpoint denied. The potential there was absolutely as close as it could be, with a couple of more breaks and unfortunate mishaps from Kriller on basically nothing there. An awesome score from Welter right there, an absolute beautiful 98.10% on the 595k score. And a couple of one misses from both of Kriller and Welter as well. So incredible performances on Nomad 3, but the longevity of that map just belonged to Free Online Translator, as Monkey Business has the next pick going into this match.
And this is the way you want things to start off in your winners bracket semifinals match. Seed 1 versus Seed 4. It should be close, man. These are two of the best teams in the tournament. It should be close between them. So really solid start to the match here for both of these teams. Free Online Translator, of course, coming out on top with that Nomad 3 first pick. XR, are we going to see kind of a repeat of the last match where one team bans Hidden 2, one team bans DT2? No, it's not the Nomad 2 first pick is what I was teasing, but the DT3 finally we see the Dematory map come out. This is one of the few non-custom, non-original maps in the pool. Shoujo Satori, Innumerable Eyes by Dematory, mapped by 228 somewhat recently. It's a speed DT pick, though. It's AR 10.3, 285 BPM, and 8-star burst speed for originally Moscow OS event, their finals custom DT3. And if you know 228 maps, you know pretty much what you're getting here. It's going to be pretty straightforward. It's going to be mostly burst heavy. There's going to be a little bit of aim, but it's all about the speed and the high AR, the high octane DT pick for this map.
Yeah, I mean, players on Monkey Business, considering that Ninrik is in your vicinity and is in your team, is going to have an absolute baller performance on this DT3, possibly just the guaranteed FC already. You know, it doesn't cover the fact that you also have great speed players on Monkey Business. You got Kriller as well as Bubbleman as well as Raiko. But you have like a lot of good players for this DT3. And as well on the side of Free Online Translator, they can play speed as well. And as we said, best two teams in the tournament, the top 4 from Free Online Translator's top 1 is Monkey Business. And this is going to be a brawl on this DT3. It is going to be a little bit lengthy on this map. I mean, 2 minutes is kind of default for this DT3. Not lengthy at all, I believe. Excuse me on my part saying that is lengthy. And as Dio said, it's basically just straightforward. I mean, 2 minutes, 51 seconds. I mean, 10.3 AR. All you're seeing is just burst. All you're seeing is just aim. Going to be just the combo. And I believe Axe is going to be playing a huge part in this map right here. The DT3, the Axe needs to be pretty high in these part sections. And as the map goes on, the density of these combos, or excuse me, the density of these bursts do get a little bit higher, but you can already see how fast this map is already going. And we are not seeing an Inrek. I believe maybe he's not online, so it is going to be Maltester, Raiko, Bubbleman for Monkey Business, and all the Lexu players for Free Online Translator being Welter, Original, and Scroll. So these players will be up to bar bat on the DT3. An ACK advantage towards the side of Monkey Business. Raiko with an absolute insane SS currently is going to be dropping that, and it's just back and forth right now until a first combo drop comes from Welter and Bubbleman, trading them both out. And so advantage towards Monkey Business in the second quarter. It's going to be another break from Original, and it's going to be advantage towards Monkey Business.
Lexus finds the drop there. Another drop coming through. Malteser and Raikaho still on the double full combo, and there goes Scroll as well. Lexiforest in the bottom right corner, finding the drop for Free Online Translator, and you know, this might be mapped by a Russian mapper for a Russian OS event. Picked into the Russian team, no problem though for Monkey Business. Malteser and Raikaho still holding the double full combo, and now a nearly 200,000 score lead. The highest combo on Free Online Translator from Welter, also matched by Bubbleman on the side of Monkey Business. So this is going very, very well for them. No generic, no problem, it seems.
Wow.
For this team. As I say that, though, three-way break for the entirety of Monkey Business. Unfortunately, for Free Online Translator, they themselves find the delayed three-way break as well. And it's just a full lobby combo reset, six-way break with a 200,000 score lead in favor of Monkey Business. Always happy to see a full lobby reset if you got a 200,000 score lead as a team.
Yeah, it's going to be 200K in the lead for Monkey Business. I mean, smooth sailing from here from now. No combo on the side of Free Online Translator to be able to bring this over convincingly. It's still a little bit of combo advantage, but Welch is going to find the drop on Lexo 3X. That's going to be possibly the win already for Monkey Business. 200K in the lead. Malteser is going to find a break right there. Bubbleman with a couple of combos himself. Raiko not far behind as well. More breaks from Free Online Translator, and it is going to be that win for Monkey Business. An astounding map from Free Online Translator on that map right there. And it's going to be Monkey Business answering back with DT3 right out the gates. And as we said, both best teams in the tournament battling out. You can see these maps being all one-sided in the beginning, but as soon as we get deeper into the map pool, it's going to be as close as it can be.
Solid run there for Monkey Business, and this is one of those maps, nobody with a huge pop-off score, but Malteser and Raikaho both with the high accuracy and high combo there. Welter, shout out, best lack in the Abbey, best ack in the lobby, 97.4 on his score. Not able to hold on to combo though, and so gonna end up being matched by Bubbleman there. And just overall, better team score for Monkey Business, more consistently high combo for their team, wins them the double time 3 somewhat convincingly. Never really had any issues throughout the entire map with the six-way break there about halfway through. Malteser saying aim map, I believe it, with how those breaks shook out in the middle of the map. Now we get into Free Online Translator's next pick, who are, well, Exia after the Nomad 3, almost certainly picking another aim map, right? I mean, surely they just pick another aim control map with how solidly they were able to play the Nomad 3. Maybe, though, they go into something in the Hidden Pool. We've seen that Hidden 3 be a follow-up pick after a Hidden 2 ban quite often already in this weekend.
Yeah, for considering that Nomad 3's skill set, you can possibly go into something like Hidden 3. Hard Rock 3 is possibly available. I'm not sure if that's really similar to what we've seen in that Nomad 3 or Hidden 3. Hidden 34 is also a good pick, but it is going to be that Hidden 3 for the Free Online Translator team. And for that Nomad 3 to be pretty close, it was down to a couple of combos just being break in that longevity of that map. But this Hidden 3, a little bit shorter, 1 minute or a full minute shorter than our Nomad 3 is going to be that Ethereum map. Custom song by yours truly, Jekko, on this 7.07 star rating map with a 185 BPM beats per minute, 2 minutes 40 seconds, as well as that 4.6 circle size, 9.8 AR, and as well as 9.3 OD. So accuracy is going to have a little bit of a play on this due to the sliders as well as the tech orientated mapping in this beautiful custom song is going to be a huge part of the score leading up to the last key eye. And this map does have huge choke points in the middle section as we get into that 1/3 for that middle section right there. But the last part, the tiebreaker-esque last Ki does have huge potential if the combos are to be really high in that section.
All right, let's see how both these teams stack up on this. It's, of course, Nomad 3 was pretty close between these two teams, in large part due to Kriller finding a bit of a pop-off there for Monkey Business, getting up to 529k. But we'll see how close they can make it on this Hidden 3. It's, as you said, a different type of map, a lot shorter, full minute shorter, much more tech-focused with how the original song plays out, and a lot more flow aim focused than the snap in control that we saw on the Nomad 3. Pretty similar rosters for both of these teams. In fact, no subs on the side of Free Online Translator as compared to the Nomad 3. But Raikaho stepping out for Malteser on the hidden tech pick. See how this roster swap goes for Monkey Business 1-1 as we get into the second pick for Free Online Translator. Early break for Malteser in this build-up section. The first couple of space streams come through and nobody breaking so far into the first difficult section. Now a three-way break. Now three for Monkey Business. Only one for the side of Free Online Translator. Everybody breaking on the yellow team side. Scroll to follow on the side of Free Online Translator as Welter and Scroll both find the breaks, but Synoxa, the one Brit on the side of Free Online Translator, holding the only FC in the lobby as well.
Into the 1/3 section. That's going to be a huge combo go into this section right now with absolute immaculate act, but it's going to find a drop into the 1/3 section. Is one of the more difficult sections of this map. Bubbleman, Kriller, and Malteser still have all beautiful combos on the board for Monkey Business. Kriller's going to find a drop on the slider point, and so a little bit of leeway for Free Online Translator to grab their combo back, and everyone's just dropping at the slider points. There was already drops everywhere, and it's going to be another drop from Welter, as well as Malteser as well. And Bubbleman versus, I believe, Scrowwell as well, but Bubbleman has the advantage going into this next little drop here. It's going to be on the flowy section right here. The tech's still going to be a huge part of this map. And as well as Bubbleman just absolutely going crazy. He's going to grab that lead over to Monkey Business. As the combos keep rising for Bubbleman, still haven't reached the last TI of the map. Going to be a break soon, and all scores being showcased to the lobby as Bubbleman's combo absolutely strikes fear into everyone in Free Online Translator. They need a break from Monkey Business to make this close and interesting. But this Ki, most difficult section coming up to you. Will it happen?
I mean, the big thing, even in spite of Bubbleman having this big combo, it's the combo breaks coming through for Free Online Translator. None of them able to really build up anything huge here. Synoxa and Scroll, namely, finding those breaks, but there goes Welter. There goes a three-way break, though, for Monkey Business, and only a 70,000 score lead. And suddenly the smaller combo for Scroll, 300 combo, it's not much, but it can be enough here coming into the end of the map. You just need to stop finding misses on the other members of Free Online Translator, and there can be a comeback here for the purple squad. Their second pick potentially gone awry. It's still 50k in the favor of Monkey Business. Can Scroll pull it back? It's another three-way break to come through for Monkey Business right before the end of the map. Is there enough time? And the last slider comes through, 8,000 points. But not to the right team. It's to Monkey Business. They just barely hold on, and Scroll just not able to pull things back over to their side. Monkey Business hold on to the win. It's that 560k from Bubbleman doing the heavy lifting, but Kriller as well outscoring everyone on the side of Free Online Translator, quietly building up really good accuracy throughout the entirety of that map. 98% AC, the best in the lobby. And unfortunately, Welter not able to find quite as much combo, not able to keep up with that accuracy from Kriller. And the same goes for Scroll. And those two high scores, the top two scores in the lobby for Bubbleman and Kriller, able to pull things over to their side on the Hidden 3 by less than 10,000 points to take an early breakpoint here in this winners semifinals matchup. And hopefully for Monkey Business to consolidate on their next pick and go up 3-1 early on in this match.
And you can already see how on fire Bubbleman is right now. I mean, that tech pick on hidden 3, an absolute beautiful score on that 561k for that hidden 3. If you're going into something similar to that hidden 3, looking at Nomad 4, looking at Hard Rock 3, maybe something as well as on the free mods, but it is going to be on that Nomad 2. We've seen this map before being played in our last match, and it's going to be the flow on that Nomad 2, 200 BPM, as well as some absolute masterclass of a flow map. This is 3 minutes. It's going to be more lengthy than the rest of our pool. This was a 4.2 circle size, a little bit smaller than our ideal circle size at 4, 9.8 AR, and with an astonishing OD at 10, which means accuracy is going to be a huge problem if you cannot do 200 BPM streams wonderfully. But you've seen a lot of these players. Free Online Translator definitely has 3 players for this. Monkey Business as well has 3 players for this. It just all comes down to who's able to hold the most combo in this map. I don't think accuracy is going to be a problem, as the accuracies are definitely going to be equal between all players, as all of them are able to def stream and as well as flow the 200 BPM.
Yeah, and I think that high OD on this map is really to help prevent note lock, but with the kind of spacing you have on a map like this at 200 BPM, note lock is pretty much inevitable. Once you miss, you're just going to find a lot of act drops getting back onto the stream, and probably a few misses as well if you don't find a random slider break somewhere. So looking mostly to see who can keep their accuracy up the rest of the time, because that note lock is just going to, it's gonna happen regardless. So as you said, keeping the accuracy up in the rest of the map going to be pretty important here, combo notwithstanding. Of course, if you can find one player with a really solid combo on this map, then that can change the course of things. And that's how this map has played out the first 2 matches of the weekend back to back. Previously, it's been one big pop-off performance on this Nomad 2 to carry the pick for the team and win the map outright without pretty much any contest from the other team. Let's see if that trend continues here. Malteser, Raikaho, and Kriller in for Monkey Business. Lexus, Welter, and Raph GPO from top to bottom in for Free Online Translator. An early miss for Welter on the side of Free Online Translator, but nothing else coming through so far for either of these teams. 5 FCs still going strong a quarter of the way in as we get into the first PI time.
It's going to be another drop from Original. And Akrilla's going to find another drop too. Malteser as well. So many drops on the board on this Ki section, but there's a 1 SS on the board, and it's on Raiko as he's absolutely shredding this map. It's going to be that FC still going to be holding strong against Raph GPO. And so that's going to be a huge break point if this happens to be the break for Raiko here. It needs to have a little bit of more leeway. You need a little bit more breaks, a little bit more note locks for Monkey Business if you want to try and gain this break point back. But right now, halfway through the map, 1 minute and 30 seconds have passed, and we are into more of the space section right here. And as soon as we get into that last Ki, you're definitely going to see the follow point streams come up. Definitely going to be the huge choke point. 1 more space stream to go until we go into a free combo section with just aim. And now it is going to be soon the Ki, but nobody's dropping, and you can see that score difference by 4-digit numbers. Kriller fighting a huge break, but it is shortly traded out by Welter right there. And it's still going to be 2 huge combos from either side with 2 FCs, 1 apiece from both teams. And this is not letting up. This is going to be the rest of the map from here on out. And Dio, there is nobody breaking, no huge combos breaking as we get into the last huge part of this map.
Yeah, I mean, these are basically neck and neck team scores for both of these rosters. Slight combo advantage for Free Online Translator, but ACK advantage on the FCs for Monkey Business as we come up on the higher spacing sections near the end. There's the follow point stream. Everyone breaks except for Raft, GPO, and Kriller, but that's the FC still left standing for Free Online Translator. Kriller misses right afterwards, and suddenly, wait, no, Raft, GPO also finding the break. It's a huge act drop as well. He chain 100, drops the score lead, goes to less than 5,000 in favor of Free Online Translator. It's coming back to Monkey Business. The extra act drops for Free Online Translator kill their score lead outright. And Monkey Business not monkeying around at the end of this Nomad 2. They take the score lead back off the act drops, hold their combo, hold their nerve when it matters, and win by less than 10,000 on the Nomad 2. And Exia, again, it is the accuracy that matters on this map. Look at the score from Raikaho, 100, 150. Yes, he note locked 14 misses, but the accuracy from that score helps out so much. You see similar accuracy as well between Malteser and Welter on the bottom half there. Similar accuracy for Kriller and Lexus as well. It's really just that big act difference between Raikaho and Raft GPO that just ever so slightly edges it back over to Monkey Business at the end of the map. And obviously, without Raft GPO's combo there, Free Online Translator would not have stood a chance, but it's these small edges that end up winning a map for you when you both have that big carry combo potential on your side, which is exactly what we saw here. When the combo is even, the accuracy really starts to matter on that pick. And it's not every day you see a Score V2 pick with 2 near FCs decided by accuracy. That was really incredible. And now we do get into the second round of bans. It's the hidden 1 ban for Monkey Business, taking out the last remaining hidden pick, not wanting to leave that up for Free Online Translator. And Free Online Translator, I mean, again, it's another less than 10,000 score difference. There are no more tapping maps. Where do you go for your next ban here? Looks like they're just going to go with the DT1, not leave up any other really high BPM maps. It's not a tapping pick, but it is high BPM.
Yeah, I mean, the double bans coming from both teams. Free Online Translator not wanting to deal with mechanics, and Monkey Business just not wanting to deal with low AR picks or kind of these awkward picks as well on that hidden 1. And so with the next pick on Free Online Translator, that Nomad 2 being a win for Monkey Business, looking at your hidden 3 pick as well, being a break point for Monkey Business, is looking like, yeah, Nomad 4 possibly isn't a good pick. The Hard Rock 3 as well. The only map you won was Nomad 3, which, considering how Nomad 3 was, a lot aimy, a lot flowy, so maybe something like Nomad 1, which does have a combination of both of those skill sets. We've seen in a couple of other matches where it does flow into kind of a flow stream section, and then sometimes it just switches on to cross screen drums. But you can still see that that free mod pool is wide open. All maps still intact, free mod 1 all the way to free mod 4. But that hidden 3 pick is going to show that Nomad 4 still can be considered. That hidden 3 pick did come down to just accuracy. So let's see if Nomad 4 could be a possible win for Free Online Translator. You've seen it before. All it comes down is to a couple of breaks in the ending. All it comes down to is a single hole from one player to bring a power performance to bring the lead back. And this Nomad 4 could possibly be that.
Yeah, let's see. Last time around, I mean, that hidden 3 was decided by Bullman finding a pop-off score. It was the top-heavy performance of Monkey Business that ended up winning them that map, with Bubbleman and Kriller taking the number 1 and 2 spots on that map. So we'll see if they can pop off once again, find another really solid run through that map, or if they might have a little more trouble this time around. Obviously, Free Online Translator hoping for the latter, hoping to find some better scores themselves and find a large combo chain somewhere in this Nomad 4, which is honestly pretty similar. Another original song here, 178 BPM, so a little bit slower, but another 3-minute original tech song here by Axis as Equion, Intercosmic. Is good, of course, to see these original songs get picked. Big shout outs as well to Chris Jasorka, the mapper. As we get into the Nomad 4, looking like Scroll, Raft GPO, and Welter in for free online translator on this Nomad 4. Monkey Business, I'm going to assume, is Bowman, Kriller, and maybe Raikaho over Malteser, given that Malteser did struggle a lot compared to the other players on that Hidden 3, but does seem like Malteser is going to be in anyway, potentially just more comfortable without the Hidden on this map.
Yeah, I mean, I think you perfectly described the way for this Nomad 4. I think it's going to be the Bubble Man performance that's going to be an absolute factor for Monkey Business to be able to grab this another break point. But doesn't mean a free online translator is going to be backing down from this Nomad 4. There's still a really good tech team. There's still a really good orientated, in control flow kind of team for this kind of map. But this Nomad 4 brings all that tech into one beautiful Nomad 4. And this custom map is not going to let up. And this custom song as well from Access as well, Intercosmic. It's going to be beautiful to listen to. Just a little bit of downtime, but now we get into the real map. Accuracy lead early for Monkey Business into this really flowy section right here. It's going to be a triple break across the board, favoring free online translator. Well, with breaks from Malteser and as well as Bubble Man being the huge performance player that you were trying to watch out for. It was original and Raf GPO, or excuse me, it's not original, it's Scroll. We'll be having these FCs still intact, still more breaks. The Scroll is going to find the break, as well as Rap GPO and Kriller. The absolute performance that he had in these Nomad 3 as well is still going to hold, not going to lose himself to the slider points, and it is going to be Kriller's show from here on out until we find more breaks from him.
All the combos reset on the side of free online translator. Just Scroll to hold a little bit more combo, but even that is not nearly going to be enough. Kriller still on this FC. Still running away with this into the back and forth wiggle triples here with the buzz sliders in this section. It can be so tricky to hold combo through this part, even though some of the spacing is a little bit lower. It's just so difficult to keep on time between the wiggle triples and the super high beat snap buzz sliders. But Kriller still going strong. No problems for him on this really tricky tech pick in the Nomad 4. Still holding the full combo, 98% accuracy. Scroll doing his best to match kind of the player you expect from the side of free online translator to match Kriller if there was anyone, and Kriller actually finds the break on one of the 1/3 jumps there. Just straight up misses a 1/3 jump, and now Scroll has better combo than anyone on the side of Monkey Business, and potentially can take this back for free online translator, hoping not to give over a second breakpoint in a row on this pick. Let's see, can he finally pull it back? It's going to come over soon. There's better supporting combo for Monkey Business, but much better big combo for Scroll. But another discount is true for Rap GPO isn't enough.
It's still so close. Still one more section to go. There is combo on Kriller, but there we go. It is going to be the end section. Not enough. Not enough map. Not enough time. Another breakpoint's going to be cemented into Monkey Business's slot right there. An absolute huge performance from Kriller right there to bring it out. 628k, an absolute whopping 98.04% AC. And there was a huge performance on Hidden 3 from Bubble Man, but now Kriller's up to bat with that Nomad 4 score. And it's just free online translator just not translating into the Nomad 4s or the tech-oriented picks as well as they could have. This is absolute great performances from Monkey Business. And looking at the board right now, you saw that Nomad 2 win from Monkey Business. As close as it could be, you possibly have to go into something, again, more tech-orientated. And CT4 could be that pick. It's not torque-orientated, but you were seeing a lot of flow on this DT4, the ult pick kind of esque map on the 186 BPM, 2 minutes and 19 seconds, one of the shorter maps of the pool, as well as 9.98 ROD 9.8 and a circle size of 3.6. This map just brings flow to another level, as well as just the fast moving flow as well. So you're seeing these flow sections be really, really circular and as well as polygonal sometimes. So this DT4, seeing that Nomad 2 possibly translate into DT4 type flow, could be an absolute win for Monkey Business here.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is it's only 1 point on the board right now for Free Online Translator. It was on the Nomad 3. So maybe you think, okay, a lot of aim control in the Nomad 3. This could be decent on DT4 for them as a potential breakpoint. But between the fact that the mechanics picks so far have gone the way of Monkey Business and the last 2 tech picks as well that are both around 180, 185 BPM have gone their way as well, this kind of a pick that's 186 BPM aim control streams feels pretty good for Monkey Business, right? Yes, the tech picks have both been pretty close, right? 124K on the Nomad 4, only 8K on the Hidden 3, but they've looked pretty solid for Monkey Business on those maps. Maybe Free Online Translator can take this one back and pull away with a breakpoint here. Stop the bleeding a little bit, because if you go down here, if you lose this map, now suddenly it's 5-1, it's match point, and you need to win 4 in a row just to get to the tiebreaker, 5 in a row to win the match, which is a pretty tall task against a team like Monkey Business that is pulling out some really solid scores on this pool.
Needs to be a win right now. It needs to be now. 2 minutes and 19 seconds for this map to go on. There's already a lot of breaks on the board. I mean, you're already seeing a lot of breaks from Welter as well as Scro, as well as Raiko as well. So Kriller is going to be up to bat against Raf GPO. There's no FCs on the side of Free Online Translator. Just a couple of more breaks already from every single player except Kriller, the ultimate tournament player he is, absolutely shredding on this DT4 right here. It's just absolute great act as well, 98.88%. Still gonna be more breaks from the other side of Free Online Translator. The entire bottom row, except for Kriller, is gonna find the breaks. Malteser as well. And it's only Welter to be able to step up and try to contest against Kriller combo and accuracy, but he's just far too strong, as his combos and accuracy is just far better than his. And 100K in the advantage for Monkey Business as they arrive to the last half of this map.
Yeah, this, I mean, it's the Kriller show right now, but there's honestly some pretty good combo on the side of Free Online Translator. Yes, it's the FC with 99 for Kriller, but the score lead's not really showing that right now. Finally, a miss comes through for Raf GPO, and you have Raikaho to match the combo from Scroll in the bottom right. But Welter has a good 600 combo up on the top row there. So the score lead is not going up all that quickly for Monkey Business. And if any couple of misses come through for Monkey Business, there is potential for a comeback with how big the combos have gotten for Free Online Translator coming into the end here. But there goes Welter. And now suddenly it's Lexus number 4, Scroll versus the World. Kriller will finally drop, but I think the damage is done, Exia. I think they have finally done it and secured a big enough score lead that they don't need to be worried about Scroll on the side of Free Online Translator. Raikaho now left alone on the side of Monkey Business, but not needing any extra help at this point in the map. Just a sliver left. And this DT4 custom map by Ork going right the way of Monkey Business. No combos at all besides Raf GPO there at the ending, but massive single pop-off score for Kriller. 750K as well for Raikaho, just about matching Scroll there. So huge couple of scores from them to win this map somewhat convincingly by the end of the map as well.
An absolute convincing win on the DT4. I mean, that's going to be 4 points in a row for Monkey Business. They're on a roll right now, on fire. And Free Online Translator still has yet to consolidate any of their last 2 picks. And could this be the pick that does turn this entire match on its head? Still have loads of the free mods still available. Hard Rock 3 could be that other orientated tech map. that Nomad 4 and Hidden 3 have been considered, but you have lost all of them due to star performances from Monkey Business, from Kriller, as well as Bubble Man on that Hidden 3 and Nomad 4. Something maybe more aim orientated. Nomad 3 was really aimy as well. So as I already said before, that Nomad 4 pick, that Nomad 1 could be the pick, but they're going into something similar on that DT4, and it's going to be that Nomad 5 pick. Or excuse me, this is Nomad 5. Something is not. Nope, it was Kriller picking Monkey Business. All right, it's Fremont 2 coming in from Free Online Translator. I'm like, that's not the right player.
That is not the right team. That is not the right team picking right there. Yeah, it is going to be Fremont 2. The Kingdom of Babylon by Cygnus. Another original song here in Resurrection Cup 2025 by Cygnus, mapped by a local hero. This is the gimmick stream pick in the semifinals pool. It is CS 2.6, AR 9.5, and 182 BPM, so pretty accessible BPM wise. I think a lot of people will be just fine in terms of tapping and stamina on this map. The real question is how well you can deal with the absurd flow aim requirements on this map. And honestly, after the DT4, you kind of expect this to be picked by the team that wins DT4 because they are so similar in terms of how they play. Both maps are aim control streams with a little bit of a reading element, streams that double back on each other, some really, really tricky flow aim patterning in this map. So I almost would have liked this as a pick for Monkey Business rather than for Free Online Translator, but we'll see where they're going to go on this map and how well they can fight back. Now down 5-1. Backs against the wall. If you lose here any map in the next 5, you are out of the winner's bracket, down into losers, and Monkey Business secure top 3 and a spot in the winner's finals.
Such a tall task ahead of you. 2 maps of yourselves and 2 maps from Monkey Business. It's possible. You just need the huge performances. You just need to capitalize on your own picks as well. And that hasn't been the story for this entire match from Free Online Translator, but it is going to be the Fremont 2 flow map. The flow requirements that Dio has been talking about are absolutely going to be crazy. Now you're seeing an overmod on the Hard Rock, more Hard Rock favored from both of these teams. So 2 Hard Rocks a piece from both of them. There's Kriller on the hidden, as well as Scroll on that hidden as well, contesting against Kriller. The Hard Rocks aren't going to be really high circle size. It's going to be around that 3.3 area, so still going to be really doable for them, but the flow requirement on that circle size is still going to be absolutely difficult. Accuracy lead towards the side of Monkey Business, going to be smooth sailing from here, but now we get into the section that's going to be a lot more flowy. The aim control is going to be a huge part, and it's going to be a triple break across the board. Monkey Business is going to find more of those breaks, and only Scroll is going to find the break for Free Online Translator. So still combo on the side of Free Online Translator, but the reason why this isn't tipping over is because the accuracies are so on their side. It's going to be a trade between Welter and Raiko, and so it's only the FC from Raf GPO, and he needs to be able to step up on his act because that lead is still not going to falter at all if the accuracy is going to be low. It's still going to bring it over. But as we get into the second quarter of the map, this is going to be an absolute battle for accuracy because this can get really volatile really quickly.
Even beyond the act, I mean, actually, look at the combo from Stroll. He has built back up massively here on the hidden for Free Online Translator. Nobody else, okay, well now does immediately find the break, as I call it out, of course, but I was going to say, nobody else even close to that combo from Monkey Business. It's now up to Raf GPO once again to hold on to this FC in the face of the 97 AC from Kriller, the 96 AC on Hard Rock from Raikaho. Malteser, pretty similar accuracy to the double Hard Rocks from Free Online Translator, both Raf GPO and Welter. The problem for Monkey Business is just the combo game is so much in the favor of Free Online Translator. There's finally a break to come through for Welter, but it's accompanied by another couple of breaks from both Kriller and Malteser. Scroll will also find the drop on the hit in there for Free Online Translator, but it's once again the lone FC for Raft GPO continuing to stand tall for Free Online Translator. Untouched, unabated, unanswered for Raft GPO as Raikaho can try to keep this score lead on the side of Monkey Business. Finally, a slider break come through for Raft GPO and a huge act drop immediately afterwards as well. But the score lead is still nearly 200,000, and there's a big act drop and a miss from Raikaho on Monkey Business. 186,000 points in the favor of Free Online Translator, and combos no higher than 200 anywhere on Monkey Business. Looking like a solid pick here for Free Online Translator and looking like a second point on the board.
Absolute wonderful score from Raft GPO. Just getting up into the 350k area. Nobody has reached 300k yet. It is going to be that performance that brings them up. You got loads of combos too on the side of Welter and as well as Scroll to be able to try and just to deny the comeback here. Still going to be lots of combo for Monkey Business, but not enough to bring us over. It's still going to be that point for Free Online Translator. Definitely going to be guaranteed unless a lot of DCs and a lot of note locks do happen. Into the more difficult section of the maps, there's going to be lots of combo breaks in. You're looking at it. It always starts with one. The first map of many. You only had that first map win in your first pick, but as your fourth pick comes to a close, it's going to always start with one. 2 more picks for Monkey Business to go through, and 1 more pick from yourselves if you are Free Online Translator. Lots of mentality to get into this map, this match, if you still want to stay in. It's going to be an absolute tall task at hand for them, but it isn't impossible. You just need to capitalize, as Raft GPO has already done himself.
A solid pop-off run there for Raft GPO. 1,500 combo, outdoing the next best in the lobby by about 600. 600 combo up on Welter. 92 AC B rank top score in the lobby for Raft GPO. Next best was the 400k from Kriller and from Boan, but just not enough to end up winning that map, as Welter at 375k, Scroll at 360k is enough consistent high score on that map to keep them over the line. However, let's reel it back a little bit, because that's just the second point for Free Online Translator. Monkey Business still have 2 picks at match point to close things out cleanly without tiebreaker, and another opportunity for a break point as well. If any of those maps go their way, they win the match without tiebreaker, move on to the finals, and secure top 3 for themselves, right? They are still in a fantastic spot in this match. And yeah, of course, Free Online Translator winning that pick is good, but you also have to win every pick from here on out in order to stay in the winner's bracket. So it's a bit of a requirement rather than a solid win. It's also your own pick. It's not a break point. So still 2 break points left to win for Free Online Translator if they want to stay in the winner's bracket and secure that top 3 spot for themselves. Instead, now this Nomad 1 pick for Monkey Business, Moso Kajutsu, mapped by Alden. We have seen this a couple of times earlier. It's 200 BPM cross-screen jumps for most of the map, with some really funky high spacing streams in this map as well.
I mean, yeah, perfectly described, Dio. Number 1, cross screens, flow. I think this could be a win for Free Online Translator. That Nomad 3 does have a little bit of similar patterning or something similar in any of that skill set that we've seen so far for that Nomad 1. But except instead of like really snappy close quarters aim, it's going to be that long cross screen jumps that is just translating to that Nomad 1. You see on Monkey Business, you have incredible aim players such as just really absolutely going at it at this entire match. I mean, absolutely huge performances during this entire match, as well as Bubble Man as well. Malteser is possibly going to be in for this one as well. The good luck, have fun's in the chat. It's going to be that number 1 start. You're definitely going to be seeing Welter in for this map, and it is going to be him for this map. Raf GPO has been absolute roll for most of these maps, but hasn't been able to capitalize due to some unfortunate breaks, as well as Original hopping in as well. Kriller and Original finding the first 2 breaks of the map too early to determine if that's going to be a huge factor, but it is going to be a relatively really short map. And so any breaks after the first intro or into the first verse could absolutely be a huge factor going into this map. It's a 2-minute and 30-second map, so anything happening right now could be a huge factor. And as well as not a lot of breaks from Monkey Business. I mean, you only have 2 breaks from Kriller and Raiko, as well as another break from Original. Welter going to follow soon after. For the flow section right here, Kriller's going to find a break to that. Bubble Man versus Rap GPO, but both of them break at the same time. And it is slight combo advantage to Free Online Translator, but the accuracy department is keeping Monkey Business in the game.
The high combos are actually a little in favor of Monkey Business as well. Raikaho with a little bit better combo than Lexus on this one. And Welter finding the slider break there. So now combo leads squarely with Monkey Business. Accuracy lead, as you said, also on their side. 99 for both Raikaho and Bubbleman. Now 99 across the team for Monkey Business, but not too far behind are Lexus and Rap GPO, but another couple of misses come through for both of them, and now these combo leads really starting to build up. It's only 150 combo for Welter versus 300 combo minimum across the board for Monkey Business, and this score lead now has really skyrocketed up pretty quickly. 150 and now up to almost 200,000 score lead in a very, very short amount of time. And these combos not going anywhere for Monkey Business into the second PI time now, nearly 3/4 of the way into the map. If they can just hold on through this PI time XCI, I think it's basically over. Kriller will find the miss, but Raikaho and Bubbleman are still going strong, still extending the score lead, and there's a miss from both Welter and Rap GPO. It's only Lexus, and he only has 300 combo versus the nearly 900 from Bubbleman, who will find the miss and drop that combo, but not before helping bring that score lead up to 350k. There goes Lexus, there goes everyone. 6-way drop in the last PI time. And this score lead is not going anywhere. This team is not going anywhere. Last match in round of 32, haven't played together in 3 weeks, no problem. Monkey Business 6-2 dominate the winners semifinals versus Free Online Translator and move on to the winners finals. A couple of extremely close maps there for Monkey Business during the middle of the match, but so many of these other maps going over pretty convincingly for their side.
That's just going to be the win for Monkey Business. I mean, absolute power moves from all these players. I mean, huge performances from Bubbleman, huge performances from Kriller. Overall, getting the 6-2 win on their side. And that will be, unfortunately, the end of the road for Free Online Translator on the winner's bracket side. But it's still going to be the loser's bracket to be able to redeem yourself into that top 3 potential start or potential a top 3 ending. So that is going to be the map, or excuse me, the match for us. That was Monkey Business moving on to the top 3 guaranteed. Still have one more match in for us on this Saturday. Today is going to be Saturday evening, 21 UTC, Waddle D versus Waddle Do. Really poetic match right there, and it's going to be commentated by Dio and Juno on that 21 UTC. So stick around for that. My name is XCXD, and I've been your commentator as well as with Dio. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time at 21 UTC.